All right, well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody has been well and in good health and very happy. So today we are going to grill some pheasant, no, not that guy, down here by the riverside on the riverbank. I haven't done much in the last few weeks. Honestly, the weather hasn't been conducive to filming. I've done a couple short hikes or whatever, but for the most part, it's just been extremely windy. I guess those March winds coming through, weather can't decide if it wants to be 35 or 75, which is pretty common for Virginia. But today, like I said, we are going to grill some pheasant with some veggies over a campfire. And so I hope you guys tag along and enjoy the video. Pretty hard wood. A little bit wetter inside than I thought it would be too. All right, we got our fire going and getting it to burn down. Now's as good as any time to enjoy a cold beverage. So brought a Kolsch out here today. This is a true Kolsch. This isn't a Kolsch style. This is imported from Cologne, Germany, and it's Gaffel Kolsch. Hope I'm pronouncing that right for all you Germans out there. But you know, it's funny, I've been a hophead for a long time. I love my double hazy IPAs and session IPAs and pale ales. I haven't always enjoyed that bitterness, maybe when I first started drinking them. But anyway, regardless, but here lately in the last year or so, I've kind of grown an appreciation for German Pilsners and Kolsch. They're just more refreshing. I guess I'm kind of doing a 360 and kind of going back to what I started out drinking, which was Americanized adjunct versions of German Pilsners. But anyway, this is a good one. I had it last weekend, so I thought I'd bring it along. Cheers. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah. Back to the fire. All right, my friends, we got all our ingredients laid out. We're gonna put this bird on a marinade for maybe 15-20 minutes. It has been soaking in vinegar and water overnight to try and draw some of that gamey flavor out. Pheasant is really lean, so we have to watch, you know, how fast and how high heat that we cook it on. And so yeah, let's work on the marinade. All right, guys, for our marinade, we brought along this little stainless steel pot. We've got 2 legs and a full breast here. I'm gonna try and cook that like a spatch. But we'll put all that in there. Like I said, we have our rosemary here. We're gonna take off some of the leaves and just tear them. So let's see if we can bring this up, get a little bit more going on here. All right, we're gonna keep one for the grill itself. All right, a little wobbly, that's okay. Our shallot peeled good. So yeah, we'll do thin strips of the shallot, kind of just break it open. And we'll just do a whole shallot. Like I said, this is just gonna be a quick marinade. Peel some garlic up. Have any of you guys had pheasant before? I've had it a few times prepared at a restaurant, and it was really good, very flavorful. Yeah, very lean, but like I said, if you know how to cook it, then you know you're in good shape. So kind of making a mess here, but you get the point. It's a marinade, and it's not going to be a finished product there. So I think we're good on the garlic. Let's do a little lemon. So basically all we want to do with the lemon is just squeeze some, but we will save some for the grill. All right, guys, for our dry spices, we're gonna do salt, pepper, and herb de Provence. A little bit there, that, and then we're actually gonna add a little bit of olive oil. So we got that there, and I think the secret ingredient is this little smoke's gonna change directions a little bit. But we got some red wine here, so we're gonna put a little red wine in there. Of what the bird's starting to look like. It's starting to come together pretty good. And that should be it for our marinade. We'll give this a toss around a little bit so all the parts can get okay. All right, like I said, we're gonna let that sit there for about 15 or 20 minutes until our fire dies down a little bit and all we have are some coals. So the wind is definitely changing directions a lot, so I'm having to readjust, but yeah, so far so good. Stay tuned. Almost went overboard. And now for that delicious bird. And I want to take a minute to thank my dear neighbor for this bird. Bundy, you're about as good a neighbor as anybody could ask for. I'm trying to spit it out there. So let's not go too high. Got to be careful with this pheasant. It's so lean, you can overcook it. You can overcook it really fast. So far, everything's looking pretty good. Coming along. All right, friends, let's see how it all turned out. Asparagus there. Mushroom. 2 legs. And the breast. Last squeeze of lemon. All right. Getting ready to be the moment of truth. All right, my friends, it looks like it's going to be the moment of truth here. We've got our 2 pheasant legs, our portobello mushroom, and our asparagus. So let's try one of these legs first, see how it turned out. Got a nice little char on them, but I did bring my meat thermometer, and it suggested 165, and I was at 165, so I feel confident that the bird is cooked. So let's check it out. Very good. I knew they had a lot of bones in the leg, so that's why I brought along the breast as well. The flavor is outstanding. That red wine is what, the red wine and the lemon and the rosemary, all of it combined together, beautiful flavors. Still juicy inside. Hard to beat. Wild game is really good if you know how to prepare it. I've never been a big fan of a gamey taste. I've had some people cook me deer meat and I can just taste the blood in it. I'm not a fan of that. But I know a lot of hunters, let's try this asparagus. I know a lot of hunters swear by soaking it in buttermilk. I haven't tried that method, but I know that the vinegar and the salt water seem to help pretty good for me. And speaking of hunting, I've never been a hunter. I don't have anything against hunting. It was just one of those deals where my grandfather didn't hunt, my dad didn't hunt, so in turn I didn't hunt. But I welcome any game to my table. Let's try the breast out. Well, first let's try the portobello mushroom out. I forgot how good that was. That was just a little bit of olive oil, lemon juice, and salt and pepper on that. I mean, I think I could survive off mushrooms, especially one meaty as that. It would definitely replace the steak. So this breast has been sitting and resting for a few minutes. So I'm gonna cut a little bit off and see how it turned out. Still juicy inside. So, let's see what we're working with. Pheasant breast. It got a nice little crisp on the outside from the open fire, but it's still juicy on the inside. No sign of it being dry whatsoever. It's a different consistency of meat than chicken in that it's leaner. So the mouthfeel is a little different, but it's really, really good. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and eat in front of you guys for another half hour or so. I'm gonna turn the camera off and sit here and enjoy my meal. So good. Well, friends, I want to thank you for joining me on this adventure today. It's been absolutely gorgeous out here today. A little bit of wind, but the temperature is very nice and mild, and just an overall great day to come out and cook a little something over an open fire. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel, I sure do appreciate it, and would welcome new subscribers if you feel the need, or the want rather, to live vicariously through some episodes of mine, then I'll welcome you. And but the main thing is I want everybody to kind of enjoy being outside this spring. It's absolutely a great time of year to spend outside. Kind of a rebirth. The trees are turning green. Flowers are starting to bloom. So anyway, we'll just end this video here. And thanks for coming along. Peace. Pretty good sized beech tree. Say that's probably 8 foot around, maybe more, 8 to 10 feet. Monster.